That sound could mean the difference between life and death if there's a fire inside your home. And while you think the smoke alarm in your home right now will warn you when there's danger, that may not be the case.
There are actually two types of smoke alarms sold in stores, and both have different jobs. Tonight, we put them to the test to see which alarm will keep you safe if tragedy strikes. All new at 11, ABC 12's Jennifer Prophet teamed up with the Mid-Michigan Fire Department to put these smoke alarms through a trial by fire.
It's the sound you rely on, a small circular piece of plastic that gives you peace of mind every night that this won't happen to your family. But the reality is, your smoke alarm might not cut it in an emergency.
What we're trying to prove is there are two kinds of smoke alarms on the market.
That's Chief Harms with the Grand Blanc Fire Department. He broke it down for us. When you go to the store, you'll find two types of smoke alarms. One is an ionization detector. The second is photoelectric.
The photoelectric will go off quicker in a smoldering, slow-moving fire. The ionization will go off quicker when it's a fast-moving fire.
Each alarm uses different technology to detect smoke or flames, and that could be a problem depending on which kind of fire starts in your home.
With a smoldering fire, like in a couch or a bed or wherever it may be, it doesn't take a whole lot of time, and folks become incapacitated or even to the point of unconscious.
But there is a third option, a combination alarm that uses both ionization and photoelectric technology. We wanted to put this to the test and see for ourselves which of the three alarms will keep your family safest at night.
We're going to put all three alarms up. We're going to see which one activates. We have a couch in there. We're going to try and keep it as a smoldering fire like we would have in a house.
We took all three alarms to Chief Harms and his crew at their training tower. First, they strung up all three alarms in a testing room.
Try and kind of put them close together.
We set up a small handy cam so we can see what's going on. Then they lit this couch on fire.
Now wait and see what it takes.
Seconds ticked by while we waited outside. We're nearly at a minute with no alarm yet, and Chief Harms says if someone were inside, they'd better get out fast.
Many years ago, when I first started in the fire service, they said you had 12 or 13 minutes to get out of a house and be pretty much unscathed. Today it's less than 3 minutes because of the many plastics, there's foam rubber, the other things that are in the house itself.
At 1 minute, 1 second, the first alarm goes off.
There was one.
A few seconds later, a second alarm sounds. After 1 minute and 32 seconds have passed, the third and final alarm goes off.
How much time does it give folks to get out of their house?
About a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Claire, if you want to do another one?
Now here's what we discovered after repeating this experiment twice. The combo alarm went off first.
You got a lot of fire.
Yeah, that's pretty good fire.
You got a lot of fire.
Followed by the ionization and then the photoelectric. Chief Harms says he's not surprised. Our fire was hot and fast moving, which is exactly what an ionization is designed to detect. But he says typically a house fire would take a lot longer than that to build up.
If we get a cigarette that drops all the way down to the bottom of the couch, then that could burn for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, and then it breaks loose, and by then the smoke is throughout the house.
And in that case, a photoelectric would likely perform better. So the chief has a simple solution.
Or what we're saying is, if you don't want to buy both, buy the combination one.
And here's the thing, there is a noticeable price difference between the two alarms. This is an ionization. It cost about $6.99 in the store. This is the combo. This was $16.99, but this is still the alarm the chief is recommending. And if you're wondering which alarm is in your house, if you flip it over, somewhere on the back it usually has some kind of indication of what kind of alarm you're using. But again, the combo, the chief says this is well worth the extra money you would be spending in a fire or any kind of emergency. Live in the studio, Jennifer Prophet, ABC 12 News.